Hey, what's up everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy. I'm here to talk about sports betting today. See what's going on out here. It's been a long summer. Summer's actually winding down. And yeah, if you guys give me a second, I'm just going to share the link. Give me about 30 seconds and yeah, just getting into the routine. NFL's here, college football, all of that. So yeah, just give me about 30 seconds and I will do the countdown thing. Hey. Hey, what's up everyone? What's up? Yep. So I'm on my channel, Frenzy Sports. It's been a long summer and I'm just trying to get into the habit of doing what I like, you know, getting back into it as all the major sports leagues are back. I'm not going to call it an experiment because I stayed, you know, it was fun with MLB, but we're on to greener pastures now. NFL popping off Thursday, Buccaneers, Cowboys, college football week 2, which I'm really excited for. And shout out to everyone that's taken a little bit of time to watch this morning. Just want to share some information, give out some MLB picks. Let me know what you guys are feeling, and I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to share my screen and just go through the MLB games for today. I'm going to get right to it. Yesterday, I had in my Discord server, I had some success with the Angels. If you guys are on Twitter Spaces in the afternoon as well, I had the Angels. I had the Angels on the run line. It was plus money. That was pretty cool. But let me go through the schedule. It's been a while still. Got to get back into it. It's been a while. Was live streaming. Gonna have some people join me as well. Just want to get back into the routine of doing what it is that I enjoy, which is coming up with sports predictions all the time. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. And yeah, good morning to everyone that's out there right now. We have early baseball today. The Mariners and the Astros are playing an early game. I'm actually just going to pull up the odds on the book I'm using, SportX, go through some of the odds and some of the stuff that I have written down as well. Then I might give some rationale behind if you guys had a chance. Thanks as well, by the way. It really does mean a lot. I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it does mean a lot. You know, we're going to try to put a lot more work into it, just talking about sports, giving out sports predictions, and you know, just being here and receptive. And we have a great community on Twitter. Just going to try to keep it going, have some people collaborate with me. Some of the brightest minds, you know, some of the brightest minds. I'm excited for NFL, but if you guys don't know me, first of all, I'm a contrarian. Second of all, I don't dive in head first week 1 in any sport. I usually wait until there's a small sample size, and then I deploy this little system that I run, that I've been running for like 3 years now. Had some amazing results on Twitter over the course of the year, but you know, every day is different, and yesterday is really all that matters, right? When you wake up, you get mad about the last play from the previous night. Let me pull up the comments too. What's up, Akbar? Good morning, bro. That's my bro, Chulkov. He said the Blue Jays. Yo, the Blue Jays are streaking. The Blue Jays were out of the picture even just a week ago. They are streaking. I faded them once during this streak, and I still think about it. What's up, Baz? What's up, Fox Mulder? Yeah, just good morning. Just gonna try to get into the routine. I'm not gonna go too long, but disclaimer: I'm trying to monetize my YouTube channel, and you have to have a certain amount of watch hours too. You have to have a certain amount of watch hours. 1,000 subscribers is not enough. You have to have a certain amount of hours that people watch. So it all does mean a lot. Even if you check out what I'm talking about later, it doesn't really matter. But I'm here to talk about sports betting today. Let me pull up some odds for you guys. We have World Cup qualifiers too. I restrained myself. I restrained myself from betting on the World Cup qualifiers yesterday. Even though I had some decent results, I just didn't like that day when I had San Marino and Lithuania. I think that was Saturday. Just didn't like it. I don't like the results. I don't like the officiating as well in the World Cup qualifiers. I know that sounds crazy, but the people that really bet on the World Cup qualifiers that know, there's a lot of shady stuff going on in those markets. But Lithuania does play Italy today in the World Cup qualifiers. Maybe we can get into that as well in a second. Once again, I'm going to get right to the picks in just a couple of minutes. If you guys could hit like, if you're watching this and you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button for me. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to pull the odds up. Yeah, what do you know? On my tab on sportx.bet, I was already looking at the World Cup qualifier odds for today. You can see some of the games that have high volume as well. Don't really use that too often, but particularly in soccer. But yeah, there are a bunch of early games today. I did look at a couple of them. I did think that maybe the Poland-England game would go under, but I only have the option of 2.0. Maybe if you can get 2.5, as is customary. I do think maybe England and Poland will go under 2.5. I think 2 is a stretch. But you have to realize in World Cup qualifiers, as the league play, as we get back and closer to league play this weekend with the Premier League. Dang, did I freeze? No, I'm here. Okay, sorry guys. Maybe technical difficulties. Hey, I'll get it together. I will get it together. Might be having technical difficulties. No, I'm here still. Yeah, okay, so the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, all of these leagues return this weekend. So as you see the World Cup qualifiers today, just keep in mind that a lot of these teams, the star players, they may only play the first half, and they're going to be trying to maintain fitness as the leagues return this weekend. So I'm not going to say that the powerhouses will lose, but just keep in mind that there is a lot of pressure from their clubs, to maintain health and fitness. The international break is scheduled at an awkward period of the season at the beginning, and so yeah, we're already seeing it too. I know Canada's a small team in soccer, but you already see with Davies, he got injured. He got injured against Team USA. Bayern Munich is not pleased. They are not pleased. He's going to be returning to Germany, not 100%. And yeah, I'm just gonna look through, see if something else catches my eye as well. I have another source for some of the recent action. And hey, good morning, Kanini. How's it going? You're spazzing in the Discord server. Jonathan, what's up? He said, didn't Netherlands first two teams, they scored like 6? Yeah, and Netherlands was a team that disappointed in the Euro Cup. Some of my logic picking the Euro Cup games was the teams that disappointed in Euro. Now they're returning. They still have a semblance of continuity and chemistry, and those teams performed well at the beginning of the qualifiers. And Netherlands are a team that disappointed some people, in the Euros, and look what they're doing in the qualifiers. They're blitzing teams, smoking them. I'm going to get into MLB in a second. I know not everyone is a soccer fan, so if you guys can stick around, I will get into MLB in a second. I have maybe 2 or 3 plays for you, and yeah, if you guys could hit the like button for me one more time. But if you guys, on your book, if you guys could get, what's up, Massimilo? What's up? Massimilano. Yeah, if you guys can get the 2.5 on the Poland-England game, I think you might get a hesitant performance from both teams. Maybe it'll go under 2.5. I'm scared of the 2. And what's up, Baz? Yeah, Ronaldo's back. I played 2 futures bets, one sizable one on Chelsea to win the title, and then I played a backup one on Man U to win the title, plus 575. I think plus 575 is still good value. I mean, I know that the market is biased towards Man City and what they've done, but we got to get Man City out of here. It's going to be this year. Chelsea will win the title. Backup Man U. Sorry, Man U fans. Ronaldo will give you guys second place in the Premier League. Sumner, he said, if you have time, you can do me and navigate Bet Online. They have some interesting boosters today. Yeah, I actually use Bet Online. I can just pull up the odds and read it out. Bet Online probably has complete soccer markets as well. For I like their soccer markets. I like the baseball markets. It's complete. SportX.bet. If you guys are wondering what's on the screen right now, I do marketing for SportX.bet. I help them with social media. Help them with their cause. It is a sports betting app on built on cryptocurrency. It's completely decentralized, and there's no middleman, and it's owned by the people that use it. At the moment, it's not available in the U.S., but it will be. It will be. And Jonathan, yeah, I must be a Chelsea fan. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. But I think that Lukaku was the finishing. You added Lukaku to the Champions League champions. Come on, we got the Premier League this year. It's going to be nasty. Let me go through some of these World Cup qualifiers and see if I can even squeeze out a pick right now. I won't force anything, but let me take a look at this Greece-Sweden match, the Greece-Sweden match. And then I'll go straight to MLB. The MLB stuff is done. I have a couple of MLB picks. Actually, no, you know what? I'll do MLB first. I'll talk about MLB first, give out a couple MLB picks first, and come back to World Cup qualifiers for those who are interested in that. I think there might be a bit more attention on MLB. Okay, so we do have the early game with the Astros and the Mariners. Astros were late dogs in that game live against the Mariners last night. They pulled out a victory against the Mariners, the division foe, who have been coming on as of late before this Astros series. Probably bad timing for them. It's going to take the steam out of the Mariners wins. But yeah, it was a late dog last night for the Astros. I was just eyeing the odds. I kind of wanted to take the Mariners to maintain their lead in that game. It was minus 125, even though they're up one late, but that was telling that the odds did not believe in them. As we fast forward to today, in the early game, I think the Astros will win again. They generally dominate the Mariners when they're at home. I think the Astros will win again. Did I bet on that? No, I did not. But since it's the early game, that is my lean in that game. But focus-wise, the Mariners may even punch first in this game. They're going to have a bitter taste in their mouth from last night. They probably will have some focus. They'll get some hits early, but I think the Astros will hit with them today and probably go blow for blow. Let me just continue on to the next game. We have the Rockies-Giants game. We already know the Giants are the most profitable team on the money line in baseball. They are the money makers of MLB. They're playing a team in the Rockies that there are two Rockies teams. There's a team at home. There's a team on the road. They've been dogs in all of these matchups. I normally would take the Rockies after they lose the first two games of the series at home. I think it would be a great spot for them to click batting-wise in the game 3. But because they're playing the Giants, I will choose to ignore this game. System is telling me to take the Rockies money line, but I'm not standing in front of the Giants. I only bet with them. That's it. If I don't like them, I just won't bet the game. They're not to be messed with. They're not to be messed with. It's just that, minus 149 on the road. Pretty crazy. If my screen is kind of glitching right now, I'll get it together. I'm actually doing this on Wi-Fi. I have to connect directly to the Ethernet cable, and I'm speaking a million miles a minute. I'm going to try and give you guys as much info as possible. I don't have too much time. Just going to go through the odds, and I'll give you my 2 picks for today. We have the D-backs and the Rangers, 2 bottom feeders facing each other. The D-backs are actually up to minus 170 right now. You have to ask yourself, how bad is the product that the Rangers are putting out today for the D-backs to be minus 170 against anyone? I can't lay that price with the D-backs in any scenario. I know they had that mini streak. They swept the Phillies, but the Rangers won yesterday. This is a game. I wouldn't even give this game much attention, to be honest. I wouldn't give this game much attention. Rangers are nothing. This next game is actually a game that I have placed a bet on. We have the Cleveland baseball team against Minnesota Twins. Okay, the Twins, they've been playing pretty well on the road. They have a dominant head-to-head recent streak against the Cleveland baseball team. We have Tristan McKenzie pitching today. The game where I went to watch the Blue Jays about 3 weeks ago, I watched them in person. It was against Cleveland. The only baseball game I've been to so far this season, it was McKenzie. I watched him play in person. I think he has a very bright future. Other respected baseball minds that I talk to also think Tristan McKenzie has a bright future. I do think that Cleveland will win, but I think the better pick, I don't want to use the word safer, I think the better pick in this game, if you zoom in, is Cleveland team total over 4.5. Let me just pull a couple of things up. I need to drink some water. I'm saying 1,000 words a minute. What's up, everyone? Good morning. It's sports betting today. Hit the like button for me. Sumner said, that's what I said yesterday with the Padres yesterday at $3. He said, no way. Yeah, I'm a contrarian, right? But, you don't have to be blind to see that. You don't have to be, whatever I'm trying to say. Minus 300 teams in MLB, it's a good strategy to bet against them over the course of time. I just want to say that it's almost a blind bet if you just like profit. Just look at it yourself. Teams that are minus 300 in MLB, I don't know what it is about that threshold psychologically amongst the public, but minus 300 is a crazy number to fade in MLB. It's so scary because it implies complete dominance, Not complete dominance because it's not like other sports where you can tread into minus 500, minus 600 territory, minus 700 in the NBA, college football. But it's still minus 300 implies what? It still only implies about, I'm not sure what the exact percentage is, but it's above an 80% chance to win, 85% chance to win. Maybe someone can pull that up for me. But it's just crazy. It's crazy, Shout out to all the sports books doing deals with all the teams in professional sports. I'll call it what it is. Look at the Padres last night. They're minus 300. Blake Snell. If you guys are on Twitter Spaces with us, I was with a great group of minds. They were talking about MLB baseball. Specifically asked, how do we feel about the mob game of the day? I targeted that game. I share that with my Discord server, and I will share more plays on Twitter for people that are following me on Twitter. But yeah, let me get back into what I'm looking at so we can just get to the picks. I like the Cleveland baseball team to score more than 4 runs today. That is an endorsement of the over in general. The Twins go over on the road at a very high clip. They go over on the road at a very high clip. And what supports Cleveland winning is that they, as of yesterday, they were 43-23 on the run line after a straight-up loss this season. For a team that's more so a 500 team, that's a glaring stat at this point in the season because we have nearly a complete sample size, And then they lost yesterday, so it bodes even better for them today to even maybe get the win. Did I bet that? I did not. Did I take the over team total 4.5? I did. The Twins are putting out Joe Ryan. That's who's pitching today, Joe Ryan. That's all I have to say. So let me move on to the next one. Akbar said, "Breathe." Yeah, I'll breathe. It's a good morning. NFL's around the corner too. I know everyone's already looked at the spreads. You've probably been looking at them for weeks. I do have some thoughts and some predictions for Week 1 NFL. I'm probably going to save those thoughts for tomorrow if you guys can join me again. I am going to stream more often on this channel. And just wanted to give you a disclaimer that, as is customary for me across leagues, Week 2 is when I will take the plunge in NFL. But I will have some picks for you, just like I did in college. It was a decent weekend in college football. It's always a decent weekend when you don't lose. If you guys can join me again tomorrow, around the same time probably, I will have a couple of thoughts for the NFL Week 1. King Dre, what's up? Yeah, what's up? He said, same. Been betting against the Yankees since game 1. Yeah, so you are almost a rich man. The Blue Jays are going for a sweep today against the Yankees, against all odds. Okay, I know Garrett Cole left the game yesterday with a hamstring injury, but what is value, right? What is value? You have to ask yourself that. What does it even mean? Blue Jays are going crazy. I've been knocking my own team, but George Springer was huge. Just think about Like George, he's a guy that we gave a lot of money. We attracted him to come to the Blue Jays. We convinced him that Toronto can thrive as a big market. We will spend money as a big market, the Blue Jays. And look how well we were playing with him fully integrated into the lineup. And then look at how the team dipped in performance during the couple of weeks that he was out. It's crazy. And now look at how well they're playing all of a sudden when he's reintegrated into the lineup. I think he gives everyone juice. I'm not endorsing the Blue Jays to win again today. It's a rare occurrence for us to sweep the Yankees on the road. Just speaking historically, but the Blue Jays are a bet-on team. Excuse me, guys. They're a bet-on team going into the playoffs. Hit the subscribe button for me, especially if this is your first time watching my channel. Yeah, let me get into the next game. So I gave you guys Cleveland baseball team over 4.5. Yeah, let me just pull it up for you guys. Good morning to everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hit 5K followers too on Twitter yesterday. That was great. I appreciate everyone. You know, I'm doing what I like. I like to talk about sports. I like to make predictions, put my money where my mouth is. That's what I'm gonna do on this channel. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we have Baltimore. I just talked about the. No, I'll go to this game. I'm gonna skip the Pirates-Tigers game. No play. I did call out the Pirates to win Game 1. They also won Game 2. I don't think it's sustainable. I'll just say this: I don't think it's sustainable for the Pirates to get into the business of winning 3 games in a row. They're favored. You know, similar situation as the D-backs. They're gonna catch dollars today. The Pirates are gonna catch dollars today. I don't know. Don't know about that one. Okay, the next game is another game in which I have a pick for you, is the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets. Now, I do not bet New York Mets games very often. I don't bet them very often. But today, I like the under. I like the under 7.5 in this game. I think Alcantara for the Marlins, he is a good bounce-back pitcher. Sometimes I like to go contrarian with some pitchers after they stink it up when they allow 3-4 plus runs in a game, but they have a decent track record as a top guy or a top 2 guy in the rotation. I expect those sorts of players to have a focus game. I call them focus games, and he has a good track record against the New York Mets. Rich Hill's on the mound. You know, he's been average for the Mets. He's been average for them. I'll pull up some of his stats right now. I'll give you guys some more insight into why I like this under 7.5. Pull up some of their recent performances. Then I'll get into some of the World Cup qualifiers. Just take a brief look, and then I'm out of here. You know, I'm out of here. I put out my college football picks in my other video. If you guys can go on my channel and watch them, brief 2 to 3 minute video, 6 college football picks on there. Give it a look. Some tough contrarian plays on the surface, but it's what I like. Week 2, full unit plays. Let's go. It was really entertaining the first week too. I enjoyed so many games, random games too. So glad college football is back. So glad. Okay, so we have Rich Hill. We have Rich Hill on the mound. He's coming off a game against the Nationals. Pitched a gem. Went 6 innings, no earned runs. I think he hasn't been rocked, just completely rocked, you know. He has a couple of duds, a lot of 3 earned run games. He's an average pitcher. He's a serviceable pitcher. Don't really believe in this stripped down Miami Marlins lineup that also allowed 9 runs. The back end of the roster, they allowed 9 runs to the Mets today. I think they tightened it up against a division foe. Both of these teams, I don't even really rank. The Mets are underachievers. The key thing in this game, if you look at it yourself, just go back throughout the season. Go back throughout the season and look at every time the Mets scored 7 or more runs. Look at every time the Mets scored 7 or more runs, and look at what they did the following game. You know, we may have a couple more opportunities to hit this sort of spot, even if it doesn't hit today. I like it. I bet it. I went under on the Mets-Marlins game, 7.5. I don't think that the Mets are going to sustain that 2 days in a row. Underachieving team. Fire everybody. Fire everybody. Yeah, Josh Bell, Akbar, he said the Nationals are better than the Mets. Why not? Why not the Nats, right? Afshin said He said, "We rocking with MLB today? Or are we waiting for college football?" Yeah, I got two like light plays and maybe a third. Might talk about a third one real quick right now. MLB and college football. College football is on Friday as well. Just so you guys know, no Thursday game this week. We have Coastal Carolina against Kansas on Friday. When's the last time you've seen a Sun Belt team favored by 4 touchdowns against a Big 12 team? You know. It's crazy, right? Kansas is on the floor. An absolute embarrassment. If there's ever a basketball school, it's Kansas. It's Kansas. They're a basketball school. You know how you use that phrase as a diss? Like, it's true for Kansas. They're a basketball school. But it's a 27-point spread, right? I don't know. We might get some scoring, though. Might get some scoring in that one. Picari, he said, it's the Tigers. They'll find a way to lose. It's very true. They'll find a way to lose. I was on the receiving end of a couple of L's with the Tigers because of their bullpen. 2 times I've bet on the Tigers this season since the All-Star break where I was right on the first 5, but I was wrong full game. Worst feeling in baseball. The worst feeling in baseball. I was right on the first 5, and then it all crumbles right before your eyes. That's what happens when you bet on below-average teams. King Dre said, they always play better when he's there. It's crazy. And seeing the Blue Jays at plus money is almost automatic for me. Yeah, it's automatic. I think it's automatic in today's scenario as well. If you've bet with the Blue Jays in games 1, 2, and 3, you're up. You're up, right? If you're diving in for the first time, I don't know. You're gonna make money overall if you with the Blue Jays going into the playoffs. Straight up. They're just now readjusting the prices with George Springer reintegrated into the lineup. So I gave you guys 2 picks so far. Mets, Marlins under 7.5, and then I got the Cleveland baseball team total over 4.5. I'll try both of those today. I did reduce my baseball unit sizing a little bit. I'm going to focus a bit more on football, and then yeah, I'll even recap some of the college football picks from the video. You know, I just want to say that I'm probably going to add maybe 2 to 3 plays for college football that I've tracked. That I think the games in which I think we may get a better line closer to game day, pinpointed like maybe 3 more plays. So if you guys could just stay posted on Twitter and keep notifications on Twitter, that will be vital if you guys are following along on my contrarian experiment. On my contrarian experiment, we will get some money. Let's get some money and go on to the next baseball game so we can get baseball out of here. Yeah, tomorrow I'm interested to hear your NFL picks. I'm interested to hear what you have going on for NFL in Week 1. Did you dive in head first? Do you have any locks? Okay, we take a look at this Orioles-Royals game. Yesterday I leaned Orioles. I did not bet it. They came through. They are dogs once again. I'm going to dodge this one. I'm going to dodge that one. The Tampa Bay Rays, I mean, we may need to test them. The Tampa Bay Rays, you know, we might need to test them. You know, will I get in trouble for saying that? Like, we need to test the entire locker room of the Tampa Bay Rays. That, and they own the Red Sox. Like, have you ever like there's certain matchups, you know, like where teams completely dominate their opponents, you know, like interdivisional matchups, head-to-head dominance. But just go back and look at what the Rays have done to the Red Sox, you know. Ironically, I think today is the best shot for the Red Sox to win in this series with Eovaldi. He's pitched some duds against the Rays, but I'm not standing in front of the Rays going into the playoffs, and I'm not standing in front of the Giants going into the playoffs. The Dodgers are playing good too. They're playing much better than they were closer to the All-Star break. Certain teams I'm just not going to – I'd rather dodge – if my system is telling me to go the other way, I'd rather just dodge them. You know? It's crazy. I'm already going longer than I thought I would. There's a lot of news to share too. It's just so much to share. Going to try to put some stuff out. So much going on in the sports betting world, I'll tell you guys that. Like in front scenes, behind the scenes, it's just crazy. There's so much movement going on. So much change happening. Just so much change. Move on to the next game. The Braves and the Nationals. No play for me in that game. No play for me in that game. The Reds and the Cubs. Short line, minus 122. I did look at that game a bit earlier. The Reds have magically turned into an under team, you know? Their bats have not been, even in the games that they've been winning, their bats have not been clicking at a high level. And the Cubs, isn't it ironic that the teams that are publicly perceived to be inferior in MLB are all playing like world champions all of a sudden? You know? Have you guys noticed this trend? When logic would tell you that these teams would strip down their rosters and test pitching prospects for next season and that they would be bet against teams. Teams like the Cubs have turned into bet on teams, you know, going into the playoffs. It's a big turnaround. It's a big turnaround. No play for me in that game. Brewers, Milwaukee, and the Phillies. The Phillies have had good recent head-to-head dominance against the Brewers. The Brewers won the game yesterday, though. On the day when a lot of people had the Phillies. Like, a lot of people picked the Phillies yesterday. Aaron Nola. The Brewers, I mean, I thought it was a bait line, so I dodged it. I did lean Milwaukee. But it's pretty surprising what they did to Aaron Nola and the pretty terrible Phillies bullpen. He said, what's SX? SportX.bet is a decentralized sports betting platform. I think it's a sports book built on Ethereum, that's crypto. But what separates it from other sports books is that the community, which is us, we own SportX. We vote on what happens within the community, and it's there is no middleman for your money. If you want to take out all of your money or place a huge bet, you can do that with no interference. There's no third party. That's it. So I will be talking about it a lot more. And actually, just while you guys are here, there's a big tournament in SportX for NFL upcoming. It's called the NFL Kickoff. We are giving away $5,000 for an NFL tournament. It's just for this weekend. If you guys can head over to sportx.bet, sign up. You guys can enter for free. It just tracks all of your bets. Whoever has the best betting record. As you can see, like the first 20 people are going to win cash. And you guys can see me. I'm all up in there. My guy knows a guy. I'm in there. NFL Kickoff Cup. If you guys are having any difficulty getting onto SportX, it's pretty easy and straightforward. Send me a DM on Twitter at myguyknowsaguy, and I'll help you out. No problems. No gimmicks either. Yeah, you can get the token everywhere. You can get the token everywhere. What's up, EG? Sideshow asked, can you get the token anywhere? Yeah, you can get the token on Sushi Swap, Quick Swap. Check it out. The token, I'll talk about it a lot more. We're talking about sports betting right now, sports predictions. Don't want to put everyone off, but I will have another segment. We can talk about SportX for the people who want to put their investor hats on. We can talk about SportX and what it means for us, how we can all get some bread. What's up, EGTV, Igalo? That's my dog. You guys go check out EGTV, especially soccer fans, fans of Arsenal Football Club, fans of soccer just in general. Not from a betting perspective, but he talks about performance, who's going to win the games. He does predict the games. Has great soccer content. Check out my bro EGTV, and yeah, I hope to work with the bro. Someday. That's the big dog. What's up, Sumner? What you got going on? He said, you have plenty of Ethereum. Yeah, check it out. Ethereum is one of the 3 currencies you can use. One of the 3 currencies that you can use on SportX. So you can, if you're a fan of Ethereum, you already have some Ethereum in your wallet. You want to play some crypto wagers. And I also didn't tell you that you earn tokens as well. You earn bonus tokens, the SX tokens. You earn them for free just for betting on the site. So yeah, let me get back to the. This is the $5,000 NFL Kickoff Cup. And yeah, let me get back to the lines. Let me get back to the lines on the baseball games today. And I'll talk about one of the last games that I really wanted to talk about. So we know the Rays own the Red Sox. The Dodgers and the Cardinals game. Okay, the Dodgers are getting into high form, but they have, what's his name, Mitch White? This guy's a bum. This guy's a complete bum. He got rocked by the Rockies the last time he pitched, I believe. That game caused heartbreak and agony to bettors all around the world. Yeah, this one, no play for me in that one either. Okay, the A's and the White Sox. I think the A's are going to win today. It's a big fade of Keuchel. Dallas. Just look at his statistics. I mean, normally I would even give someone like this the benefit of the doubt, you know, and try to, what's up, Baz? And try to pick them. Yeah, Sumner, I'll do a how-to on SX. That's a great idea. I'll do a how-to on SX. For everyone that's interested, anyone that's interested, I'll talk about that on Twitter as well. I've been talking about doing that for a while, but yeah, I mean, normally I would give a pitcher like Dallas Keuchel to the benefit of the doubt, like say that, you know, he's going to have what I called a focus game in a day like today against the Oakland A's. I just can't do it, bro. I don't see the White Sox winning today, and it's not because of their offense. It's solely because of their starting pitcher. I even sort of like the run line on the A's. It's plus 115. Minus 170 is a steep price to pay. Steep price. Maybe I'll see how my first wagers do before I jump in. I'll see how my first wagers do. Cleveland baseball team over, team total 4.5, and Mets Marlins under 7.5. Okay. Let's get baseball out of here. Let's get baseball out of here. Thanks for everyone watching as well. It really means a lot. We're entering the most exciting time of the year for sports fans. NBA is not too far either. What a time. What a time. We get back into these World Cup qualifiers. How about that? All right, here's the odds for the World Cup qualies. We have Lithuania and Italy. Plus 3.5 for Lithuania. I think Lithuania might be a mob team, man. I had them plus 140 the other day. Just to get a draw at least, right? And they gave away that late goal. It was a really nice goal, though, to Bulgaria. That was on Saturday. That's what stopped me from having a profitable day in World Cup qualifiers on Saturday. 3.5 is a steep price, especially with the majority of the Italy players thinking about returning to Serie A action this weekend. Have to keep that in mind as well. Have to keep that in mind. My dog, Naeem. What? What? A legend is here. It's crazy. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm just out here talking sports and sports betting, sports predictions. It's my dog way back since we were like this tall. You feel me? Hopefully there's no technical difficulties right now. I hate when my face starts to freeze up. Yeah, I'm just trying to predict the World Cup qualifiers. I probably won't even spend much time on this. Tomorrow we're going to do a more NFL-themed live stream predictions and stuff. And as we progress through the season, I'm going to invite people to come on here and talk with me about NFL, NBA, everything, college basketball, everything. So if you can catch Poland and England under 2.5 on your book, I would take a look at that. Other than that, maybe we can take a look at some of the... I don't like the European slate today because I know how scared they are to get injured. I know how scared and timid they are to get injured. We can look at the North American region, though. We can look at the North American region right now. See what I see. For the World Cup qualies. Yo, if you guys are watching on YouTube right now, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Apparently, it all pushes it all through. That's what everyone on YouTube says. So, hit the like button for me. Where are the odds?
Ma? Did you call me? Did you call me?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up the odds for you guys. My bad. I just like stuttered out for a second. I can't find the odds. I know they're on the screen, but I'm trying to look at the recent head-to-head matchups. I'll just do it on my phone. Let's see what we see in World Cup qualifiers, and then I'll get out of here. Hopefully you guys can join me tomorrow. We'll talk about NFL and college football as well. And I'll probably add 2 to 3 college football plays if you guys join me tomorrow. If you guys join me tomorrow, I'll add like 3 college football plays to the 6 that I already put up. pretty excited for this weekend. All right, so we have the America's region in the World Cup qualifiers today, CONCACAF, also known as CONCACAF. Now we know Davies is out today for Canada. They're playing El Salvador. Canada still does not have a win in the qualies. El Salvador, they're an average team. This is a tough one. This one's tough. It's contrarian play to take Canada to even just win by more than 1.5. As you can see, a minus 1.5 is plus 153. They're actually playing that game here in Toronto. I looked at the ticket prices just to see. I probably wouldn't go to that game. I looked at the ticket prices, but I don't even think they're allowing fans. But they are playing at BMO Field, all the Toronto people. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to dodge that one. Let me move on to the next one. We have Panama and Mexico. Panama and Mexico. Mexico's 2-0. Panama's coming off of a victory as well. A mob game against Jamaica. And you have the U.S. and Honduras today. I'll be honest. I know it's on the road, but I think the U.S. has a good shot to pull out a victory today. It has the tightest odds that I can recommend. It's not the best slate, odds-wise, especially since Canada's juiced up to minus 1.5. And maybe someone in the chat, can you guys pull up what's the straight money line for Team Canada against El Salvador today? I think Team USA coming off a disappointment, having 2 straight draws in World Cup qualifiers so far. They're still a more talented team than Honduras. It's tough. It's going to be tough. I think that they can pull out a victory in the World Cup qualification today. It's ugly slate. Don't even know why I said I wanted to talk about this, really. I know some people in the chat asked about this, and to be completely honest, Michael said slight edge. Yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow, 11 a.m., slight edge. 11 a.m. The Giants, yeah, they probably are. They probably are, bro. The Giants. Lithuania broke my heart. Yeah, it's true, on Saturday. Michael said Honduras plus 0.5 against Team USA. Akbar, you know what it is with the mob. They're in full effect. WNBA has been a money printer this season. I don't know if you're into that. Personally, I haven't been, but I've been tailing Danny, my guy, and Kanini. They've both been in my Discord server giving out WNBA gems. They've been going off, and Moneyline Cam, they've been going crazy WNBA. So I have some sharp minds to follow for sure in WNBA. Maybe I'll give it a try, but hey, you can't do it all, right? You can't do it all. For those who are watching right now who don't even have the time to really watch the other video, I do have Wisconsin in the bounce back spot, college football. I think that line's going to move up. I think LSU will cover against McNeese State. I think Clemson will cover a huge spread against South Carolina State. FBS, FCS matchups, I keyed in on a couple of them this week. Good bounce back spots from teams that they weren't embarrassed. They still played formidable foes, but I mean, Dabo Swinney, huge spread right now, 45 points against South Carolina State. Look at the rest of their schedule. It's a cupcake schedule. They really needed to win that game against Georgia, even though I called it out. Shout out to the Bulldogs. Dabo Swinney's going to try to run up the score the rest of the season, and it starts with FCS South Carolina State. They don't really have a viable path back to the college football playoff unless there's madness in the SEC or the Big Ten, unless there's complete chaos where teams cancel each other out. Dabo Swinney and Clemson are going to try to embarrass some of these teams just to get some 40-point, 30-point victories under their belt because, Georgia was by far the best opponent on their schedule, Clemson probably won't make the college football playoff this year. Michael Sampson in the chat said, take Dream plus 9. There's no Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi, Smith. So Dream plus 9. Sideshow said he's on a parlay team total over 2.5, full game under 4.5. Both teams to score plus 190. You're saying Lithuania scores a goal? Okay. Definitely take a look at the Italy lineups too and cross-reference it with how many of those players are starting players in their domestic leagues and try to see who's going to take this game pretty seriously. 3.5 is pretty high. team total might be a better look. If the minus 3.5 on the spread, team total 2.5 might be a good look. I probably will dodge World Cup qualifiers once again today. And to be completely honest, I've been on for like 50 minutes, 45 minutes, much longer than I intended. And I have a few other things to do for today. I really appreciate everyone watching. I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube as well, and we have a lot of work to do. Stay disciplined for now. NBA is soon, NFL, college football. Stay disciplined with your unit sizing. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Follow me on Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. Hit the like button for me, and shout out to everyone in the chat that was rocking with me. And I will be back tomorrow around the same time. Look out. Probably, yeah, I'll do it around the same time, 11 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. Shout out to everyone that took time to watch this video later on as well. Tomorrow, a bit more of a football-themed show. And keep notifications on my channel as well. I have a couple of other videos planned for you guys. A couple of other videos that you may enjoy to help you with predictions. And I'm just going to share some of the stuff that I'm doing. If you guys like talking sports betting, hit the like button. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Once again, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Peace out, everyone.